so let's talk about Cam Newton. So the rumor going around, or the word on the street concerning Cam Newton, is that the Carolina Panthers are having a hard time trying to trade him and finding a suitor for him, and he is expected to be released. Now, I am not surprised by this. I really didn't see nobody trading for him anyway, because I'm pretty sure a lot of teams pretty much realized that it wasn't really going to be a lot of value in trying to trade Cam Newton at this point, with free agency already taking place. And a large reason for this is because of the Carolina Panthers front office. I actually think that the front office of Carolina really handled this pretty poorly. If you were already decided that you were going to move on from Cam Newton, you should have already announced that you were going to allow him to seek a trade and at least give him a fair shot of finding a team before teams already make the decisions on who they're going to bring in and things like that. Because I'm pretty sure the Chicago Bears knew that Cam Newton was available for a trade before they traded for Nick Foles. I'm pretty sure if they had a smart front office, they would have pulled the plug on Cam Newton before they would have pulled the plug on Nick Foles. So I mean, I really think the Carolina Panthers really mishandled this situation. If you were going to move on from Cam Newton and you were looking for a team to trade him to, you should have announced it a month ago in February and letting teams know that he was up for grabs and that he would be available for a trade. So, I mean, it really doesn't make no sense. The Carolina Panthers, no team is going to trade for a quarterback, which every team, Cam Newton, a lot of people are going to get this wrong. A lot of people are going to think that nobody wants Cam Newton because he sucks and that's why nobody wants to trade for him. That's absolutely not the reason. A lot of people want Cam Newton. The reason why nobody wants to trade for Cam Newton is because why would you give up a draft pick or give up anything for a guy who's pretty much going to end up being available because nobody's really going to want to trade for him? So, I mean, that's just my logic on the whole situation. But I really think that the Carolina Panthers really mistreated Cam Newton in this whole entire situation. Like, look, if you weren't committed to Cam Newton, you should have came out and told Cam, you should have been like, hey, straight up, we don't want you no more. We're looking to move on from the quarterback position, and we're going to allow you to seek an opportunity to be traded. You don't wait to the middle of free agency. It's like the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals months ago announced that they were going to allow Andy Dalton to seek a trade. Now, nobody really wants Andy Dalton right now, but at least you threw the word out there that he was available, and you give teams chances to look at their quarterback position, look at the quarterbacks that they want to bring in and things like that, and decide if they wanted Andy Dalton. That's the proper way of handling the situation. So, I mean, I really think that the Carolina front office and their management really mishandled this Cam Newton situation, because there's no reason of, when we're in the thick of free agency, announcing that Cam Newton was up for grabs, because I'm pretty sure if the Panthers would have announced that Cam Newton was seeking a trade or they were looking to trade Cam Newton, that they probably would have had some suitors before free agency hit. Now you're trying to trade them when most of the teams have already looked at their quarterback position. They already brought in quarterbacks. They already made the trades and signings and things like that. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I actually saw this coming. The moment I saw that Instagram post that Cam Newton commented on, I realized that Cam Newton was most likely going to end up being released, because if the Bengals haven't even traded Andy Dalton yet, I pretty much realized that the market was going to be that high for Cam Newton. And I'm not trying to compare Cam Newton to Andy Dalton, because Cam Newton is better than Andy Dalton. But what I'm trying to say is, it's going to be really hard to make teams jump out their seats at this point of free agency for a 31-year-old quarterback who Cam Newton still is very good when he's fully healthy. But let's be honest, his body is breaking down. I mean, when you have Cam Newton's style of play, you're not going to be built to last that long in the NFL. How much does Cam Newton weigh? He's like 250, 260 pounds. Eventually, with all those years of his play style and things like that, eventually that starts to wear your body down. So a lot of teams are looking at that, and they're looking at how many years does Cam Newton actually have left that he can legitimately be a starting quarterback and play at a very high level in the NFL. And in my opinion, I love Cam Newton, but I don't really think Cam Newton has that many good years left. I actually think that Cam Newton probably has about 3 years left in the tank, because look, mobile quarterbacks already don't last that long in the NFL. Then you take into account that Cam Newton has been battling injuries over the last couple of seasons. He also weighs a lot, and also him running the football, taking all those hits and things like that, it ends up catching up to Cam Newton, and eventually it has over the last couple of seasons. So, I mean, a team trading for Cam Newton was very unlikely in my viewpoint. It was pretty much a gamble. So, pretty much I'm going to anticipate that the Panthers will end up releasing him, which is what the circulating rumors are, that they are expected to release him because they can't come to a trade partner, and I'm not really surprised. I actually started writing on the wall. I just feel like if the management went to trade Cam Newton, I thought they could have get some solid compensation for him, at least a 6th or a 5th round pick for Cam Newton, maybe more if they would announce that they will open the shop in Cam Newton before free agency began. I just think it's a little bit too late because a lot of teams have already settled their quarterback position. So let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section down below. What team do you think Cam Newton will go to? What team will sign Cam Newton? Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content, and thanks for watching.